Okay, so we are back with Steve Hanna, and I wanted to just take some time to ask him a little bit of questions about social media. You've worked for Juniper for 3 years now?
Almost, yep.
Okay, and before that you were working with Funk, which is we acquired. And I just wanted to know what type of social media interaction you had prior to Juniper, or even really prior to the past kind of 6 to 8 months that we've been involving you with the blog.
Really not much. I mean, we can all go back and say, in the 80s there was some Usenet stuff, but didn't have my own website or my own blog before this.
Okay. And how has social media changed the way that you work today? Especially with doing the different blogging, and I mean right now we're doing videos and all of that sort of thing.
Well, I'm still a nerd, but it's changed my perspective on things. Whenever I'm in a meeting or going to a conference or something like that, I sort of feel like that guy in the TV commercial with the whole army of people behind him. Like I feel like I'm in that meeting or at that conference, but there's also that whole audience of folks who read my blog, and I want to make sure that I'm bringing back, what they need and, helping to represent them and, participate on their behalf in that meeting.
Right. So. When you're at the meetings, do you actually hear people talking a lot about doing Twitter or doing different microblogging? Is there a lot of discussion about things like that?
It varies. Most of the folks that I deal with are not at that level in their social networking maturity yet. But there are a few others, and actually there were get-togethers of bloggers, the Security Bloggers Network, and things like that. So at the RSA conference, you see a lot of bloggers. At the IETF conference, not so much.
So it kind of varies depending on the style of audience that's at the events?
That's right. And it's also by the role of the person, what their job is. A lot of engineers, we're very inwardly focused. We're very private people, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm managing, but when you get a bunch of marketing people together, or even product managers, communicating comes naturally to them, and having a public face, comes naturally to them. Right. So they're the folks that I have found most likely to have a blog. Right. And some of them come from an engineering background, but still, and the engineers tend to be less likely to have a blog.
So since you're more introspective, and we've kind of encouraged you to start doing the blogging and stuff like that, does it change the way that you look at things when you're actually experiencing being at a conference? Do you start to think about ways that you could possibly blog it, or?
Yeah, but I've noticed a difference in the blogs too. At least this is my thought, that some of the blogs are very much of the moment, and then some blogs are not. And I'm wondering if maybe that is because some folks really want to take the time to reflect and think deeply about it, and some of the other folks are much more like, well, no, this is an opportunity for making connections, and we should keep it constantly dynamic and flowing. And so has it changed my perspective on things? It certainly has. But I'm still an introvert at heart.
I'm still glad that you come and you actually discuss all of the different things with us, and even the things with your blogs, because you've actually given me an opportunity to learn a lot about the industry that I don't actually think I would be exposed to otherwise, especially working with marketing. So I think that's why I'm most grateful for the reasons why you actually do share all of those stories and things about your travels.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to do it. I think it's a good thing to do to open that up to other people. And I hope, in a bi-directional way too. I certainly enjoy, I guess I would say one of the things I enjoy most about having a blog is, the interaction with people that happens, and comments, and other people blogging on, and linking to my blog and vice versa.
Do your kids know that you blog?
Yeah, they think that's pretty darn cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Do they blog as well? Are they?
They don't blog. They have their own the email, and we have a family website, hannas.com.
Great.
Just get that plug in there.
Yeah.
We don't have Google Ads on there yet, but so it's not a revenue stream.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.